how do you create a referral partnership with like chiropractors, hairstylists, or massage therapists? And how do you get the conversation started? And when in your business do you start setting up, those partnerships? So to answer the last question first, you should start those partnerships, from day one. So we're gonna call these referral partnerships. You're going to start from day one. So the first thing is identifying all the businesses in your area that would be a good referral partner. So you want to find businesses that have a similar clientele that they serve, again, a non-competing way. So again, like your chiropractors, a massage therapist, and it could be anything, that caters to children, from gymnastics centers to daycare centers to trampoline, parks, laser tag, mini golf, mixed martial arts or karate studios, anything like that. Because wherever there's kids, there's parents, and the moms are a perfect fit, for your boot camp or for your fat loss program. So once you've identified those, I would start with the most popular, the ones that have the biggest following first, and try to introduce yourself and start those relationships off first. So starting from day one, you want to find all the potential partners. And so make that list, and then kind of prioritize which ones you would really want to network with, because you can do more than one like chiropractor or more than one hair salon or whatever, but it's better to have a really good relationship with like one that services a lot of people and really make it beneficial to them as it is you. So another place that you can that you can start to define these are at like local meetups, or networking groups. Like BNI. So BNI is Business Networking International. Pretty much every town, every city in the world has one. So just go online and Google BNI, Business Networking International. Find the one that's closest to you and go to the next meeting and just go as a guest. And what's going to happen is everybody's going to stand up and give like their elevator pitch, like 20 to 30 seconds about who they are, what they do, and what's a good referral for them. And then when it comes around to your turn, you're going to do the same thing. After that, everybody's going to pass out their business cards. They're going to try to get you to join for the year, which is like anywhere from like $400 to $800. I can't remember exactly how much, but you don't have to join, because when you join, you're only allowed to miss like 2 weeks out of the entire year. So out of 52 weeks, you can only miss twice. The other times, you're expected to find a substitute. So all the business cards everybody passed out to you, follow up with all of them and let them know, like, hey, it was very nice meeting you. Unfortunately, my schedule isn't allowing me to join at the moment, but if there's ever a time where you need a sub, just let me know and I see if I can, if I can fill in for you. The other thing that they try to do at these groups is they try to do what's called one-on-ones, where you actually meet up one-on-one with other business owners that are in the group for like coffee or lunch, and like let each other know like what a good referral is for you. So all the ones that gave you their business cards that are the hair salons, the chiropractors, massage therapists, daycare center owners, the ones that have the same clientele, try to set up those one-on-ones first. And what I do is I let them go first and talk about their business, and I just keep asking lots and lots of questions. And they're talking about how they run their business, how long they've had it, how many customers they have, and what a good referral is for them. And they just expect you to go and start referring people. Well, nobody ever does that, because you really care about your business more than you care about theirs, and the same thing for them. So what I do is when it's my turn, instead of talking about my business and what a good referral looks like for me, I start giving them tips on all the things that they were saying as far as business and marketing goes, because in the fitness industry, we're really on the front lines of internet marketing or marketing in general. It's a highly competitive industry, highly competitive niche, so we have all the latest and greatest strategies. People in the hair salon, chiropractors, massage therapists, they don't get the same kind of training as you do. And what might seem like a simple thing that you've heard for years might be like, brand new and super exciting for them and really change their business. So I'll see where there's some holes in their business and give them some tips, and that gets them really excited, about their business. And they're like taking notes the whole time. And then when our time's up, then they're like, oh, wait a minute, what about your business? And then, I just, tell them that pretty much anybody that's trying to lose weight is a good fit. And I usually just leave it at that. So that's one way to actually get the conversation started and actually meet people. If you don't want to go to like a local meetup or to like a BNI, you can actually just walk in, just do like a walk-in. So say the most popular hair salon isn't in the BNI group, but you really want to, and they're right down the street from you, like a block from your gym. Normally, I would go about 15, maybe 30 minutes before they're supposed to open, and I'd go on one of their slowest days. Most hair salons are closed on Mondays, so I would go on like a Tuesday, and I'd go about 30 minutes before they're supposed to open. That's usually when a manager or somebody of influence is going to be there going through the books or just getting the place ready for the day, and either the manager or owner will be there. Sometimes the door will be locked, and I'll just like kind of peek in, and if I see somebody in there, I'll knock on the door, and they'll come open it, and I'll introduce myself, and I let them know that, hey, I'm Jeff, I have a fitness boot camp down the street, and I tell them, like, a bunch of my members were talking really highly of your place this morning in my boot camp, so I was in the area, thought I'd come in and check it out. Do you mind, showing me around and tell me what you guys have going on, because I have 250 other members that I would love to refer here. So by doing that, they're not going to say, no, I'm too busy, come back some other time. They're going to be like, oh yeah, sure, come on in. Because you just said that your members who happen to be their customers were talking about how high, talking really highly of their place. They're not going to tell you to go away, because then they're going to think you're going to go back to your clients and say, man, that guy was a jerk, or that woman was a jerk, she wouldn't even talk to me. So they're going to bring you in and show you around, tell you what they have, going on. So they'll tell you how all their products are organic, or their method of doing things, how it's more earth friendly, or whatever their hook is for getting people in. And then when they're done, all you have to do is say, man, I can really see why my clients love this place. I'd love to tell everybody else about, in my gym about it, and post on social media. Do you have some kind of offer or some kind of special that I could tell them about? So you're always going with the giving hand first. So remember, give first. So you haven't asked for anything. You're just telling them how great they are. You can see why everybody loves their place, and you want to tell more people about their place. And they might say, yeah, tell everybody, that just to mention you, and we'll give them a free cut and color just to get them in the door. You're like, okay, great. So that's it for the first visit. I don't ask for anything, And normally, like when you ask them for if there's anything that you can give your clients to get people in the door, they'll tell you like a free cut and color or whatever. And they usually ask you like, hey, do you have any business cards or anything you want to leave here? And I'm like, oh, I do, but I didn't bring any. Maybe next time I'll stop in and bring some. And you don't want to just run out to the car and grab it, because it still seems kind of, salesy and not as personal. You just want to be cool and start the relationship off with the, giving first. And it also gives you an excuse and a reason to go back the next day. So go back and post it on your social media, add them as a friend. I wouldn't email out yet. I'd go back the next day and just say, hey, I put it on social media, and tell some of your clients that like to like it and comment on it, and like, oh yeah, I love that place, or whatever. And then you go back the next day and tell them like, hey, I put it on my social media and got a bunch of likes right away. I wanted to email out to my list, but I can't just email them, a free cut and color or whatever. So I wanted to do an interview with you. Is that cool? And you set up a time to do the interview. Just take your iPhone in, just hold it up, and ask them all the same questions that you did the day before on the tour, and have them give you an interview. Now, back in the day when SEO for local business was super easy, and it still is kind of easy, I actually would get these interviews ranked on YouTube and on Google for keywords in the other industries, because I was already dominating in the fitness space. So I would also start getting listings in other industries on Google. So you can still do that strategy today. So you go back to the interview, and then you put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, and then you send out to your email list, drive traffic there, add them to your email list so they can actually see it go out. Now you've already given them twice. Now they're pretty much asking you what they can do for you. And what you can say is like, I usually try to do a charity, based offer. So the first time, try to make it a charity, so it makes it really easy for them to promote. So some kind of charity offer. Right now, this is the perfect time of year, because you can do, we're doing like a burn the fat, feed the homeless type thing, where it's 14 days for $47, and 100% of it goes to like the Maryland Food Bank or whatever your local food bank is. And you could be like, yeah, we're actually doing this charity drive, Toys for Tots, or a food drive, or whatever it is. And it's 2 weeks for $47, 100% of the money is getting donated. Makes it really easy for them to email out, to their list. So they're probably not going to say no. At this point, you've already given to them, you've helped them out, and now you're only asking them to do something for a charity because they offered. You didn't even ask them. So they send out the emails for the charity. You're going to get some people in, and that's great. And what you do next is I go back to the next time, and either instead of getting my hair cut by the owner or the manager, I ask like who their best stylist is, or who do I thought, like which one their stylist works out, and I book an appointment with that person. So I actually use their service. So you want to use their service. And so I'll go in and get my hair cut, and I'll take in the $100 gift cards, and I'll tell the hairstylist about my boot camp, and I'll invite them in for a free month. So we have like these black gift cards. It says like a VIP member on there. On the back it says like approved by. I'll sign it and put an expiration date. You never want to offer somebody a free membership like ongoing, because then they just don't value it. So I let them know like, hey, I'd love for you to come out and check it out and get your opinion on it. So it's really just asking them like, hey, just come check it out and give me your feedback on it. Not asking them to do anything at this point. And then if they're like, yeah, sure, I'd love to do that. I always get a commitment out of them. Cool, when are you going to come in? Because I want to make sure I'm there so I can work out with you, or I'll make sure I'm training that session. And then get them to come in. They come in, they like it, and they love it. Then I have the $100 gift cards, and I'll tell them, like, hey, I'll give you 10 of these, and I'll put your initials on the back, so that way when they come back in, I know it's from you. Just put them on your station, and whenever you're doing people's hair and you start talking about gyms or fitness or whatever, and if you refer them and give them the $100 gift card, it's good for 2 free weeks. And when it comes in with your initial on the back, I'll give you a $100 Visa gift card in cash, plus I'll extend your membership. So that way, not only they're doing your boot camp or doing your fitness program, so they're a member and they can talk about it from experience rather than just saying, hey, I heard that place on the street is good. I've never been, but I heard it's pretty good. They're actually talking from experience and can really refer more people that way, and try to get their best hairstylist in. And then you can ask her, hey, if there's any other hairstylists in here that you think would be a good fit or would like to work out for free, I'm willing to make them the same deal as well. And that's how you can leverage hair salons. With like gymnastic centers is really easy. You just go in there, they're always doing fundraisers, and you can just say, hey, I have a fundraiser program for you that I've created to help you raise $500,000, $1,500, and there's no cost to you. All you have to do is send out these 3 emails. It's a 14-day fat furnace, especially for the parents of Rebounders Gymnastic Center or whatever gymnastic center you have nearby. They send out those emails, people sign up, you can track it all through ClickFunnels, so you can be very transparent and show them all the sales that came in and just write them a check for that amount. You get to write it off, you get 30, 40 people in, you upsell 15 to 20, 25 of them to regular paid memberships. But this is the way that you create the relationship with anybody. You go in and you give until it's just the obvious next step is for them to give back, and they'll just keep offering and just kill them with gifts and helping them with their business and make it seem like you're more concerned about their business than you are your own. You build a relationship like that, they'll mail out for you anytime for as long as you want. The gymnastic center that I initially started my boot camp out of would mail out for me anytime I wanted. And if I didn't ask them for a few months, they would actually ask me, hey, when are we going to do another promotion or whatever? And they would actually come to me. And that's how good of a relationship we had. So anything charity-based, whether it's 5Ks, you can always get them to mail out for you. The smaller ones work better than like the larger corporate ones. So go with the more smaller and new charities or 5Ks. And that's pretty much the formula for building or starting off the relationships with other business owners and then getting them to eventually being able to mail out for you. You can always have them interview you and reverse the process with the videos and have them mail out the video and teach them that whole process as well. There's a lot of other things that you can do, but this is the best way to get started with that.